retail versus outlet. Can you tell the difference? Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name's Jonathan. I make luxury videos, unboxings, and reviews. And today we're going to be talking about the difference between the Coach outlet and Coach retail. So let's get into it. So before I get started with today's video, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel grow. I make videos every Friday on luxury content, men's style, luxury unboxings, you name it, it's here on this channel. If you like that kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see the differences between Coach outlet and Coach retail, then keep on watching. So recently I've been doing a lot of Coach videos. As I've mentioned before, I am starting to dabble in a lot more of their ready-to-wears just because I find that their ready-to-wears are kind of really good quality. I didn't really necessarily like Coach before. I dabbled in it here and there, but now I've just started to rekindle my love for it. I'm still not into their handbags, more into their ready-to-wears and smaller items, but they're actually a pretty good quality. So it kind of led me to ask a question. Is there a difference between Coach outlet and Coach retail? Just because would anybody be able to tell? Not that I'm looking for people to tell whether or not I've purchased things from the retail store or from the outlet store. I just genuinely wanted to know what would be the main differences from these ready-to-wear pieces. Some of the items that I do have, which I'm going to share with you, are from Coach retail and some of them are from Coach outlet. The majority of the difference is going to be the price points. From my opinion, they are pretty good quality whether you get them from the outlet or not. So let's show you some of the comparisons. So I've got a couple of my ready-to-wear items from Coach and I'm going to just kind of go through the differences that I've noticed. Again, there's not that many differences, but I wanted to share it with you. So let's talk about the t-shirts first. These are the two t-shirts that I do have. Can you guys guess as to which one is Coach outlet and which one is Coach retail? I'll give you guys a minute. Let me know down in the comment section below. So if you guessed that the one on your right was Coach retail, you are correct. And if you guessed that the one on your left is Coach outlet, you're also correct. So the main differences that I've noticed is for the tag on the inside, Coach retail likes to actually put a physical tag for the clothing. So this one actually says Coach and where it's made and the size, versus if you actually have a Coach outlet piece, you'll notice that it's kind of just stamped on. There's no extra tag there. It's literally just stamped on and it says the same thing, Coach, where it's made and the size. One thing that I do notice is regardless of whether you purchase them from the outlet or the boutique, they are both made in Peru. So this t-shirt was made in Peru as well as this t-shirt. So it kind of gives you kind of like an interesting feeling as to like how the quality of the shirts are kind of the same, but they're made in the same location and sold at different price points. So this t-shirt did cost 130 Canadian dollars and there was no discounts on it. And this one was 178 Canadian dollars, but it was heavily discounted and it came out to about, I want to say $100 with taxes. Huge significance. If you wanted to spend an extra $30 to get the retail version, you definitely can do so. Another significant difference that I noticed is going to be the little logo in here. So on a lot of the Coach outlet ones, they do have like this different logo. So it's more like a silicone logo versus the one on the outlet, you can tell it feels more rubber. Like this feels a lot better compared to the Coach outlet one. And the Coach retail says Coach leathers versus the outlet just has the signature C on it. And that is kind of consistent across all of my pieces. So there's the Coach, this is another Coach outlet sweater. This is a Coach retail sweater. And then this is a Coach retail pants, which also has the rubber logoing on it. And again, as I mentioned, it does have the label on it versus the outlet itself. They don't actually put a label, they just put it stamped on the inside. So it's kind of interesting to see that. One other major difference that I noticed is, to be honest, the quality is pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I personally am not like able to tell the difference in quality. However, if I were to look at the tag, this sweater is 100% cotton versus the Coach retail sweater is going to be is going to be also 100% cotton. So realistically, there is no difference in the material that they use. These both still feel very quality made. So it really is depending on what you like at the actual retail locations themselves. But one thing that I do notice from the Coach retail more significantly is their way that they do their monogramming. So these two pieces are from the retail location. And as you can tell, the monogramming is not as defined as the outlet location ones. So what I mean by that is here you can blatantly tell and see the very distinct CCs on both of my outlet pieces in comparison to the retail. So I'm not too sure why they do that, to be quite honest with you. I actually do like the subtleness of the retail CCs in comparison to the outlet ones. Like, you can clearly see that they're really distinct on the outlet versus the retail. You can barely tell that it's there. Again, I guess it's just a preference, not too sure. But realistically, these pieces are exactly the same with minor differences, and only somebody who kind of wants to notice the differences will be able to tell. If you were walking down the street, I don't think anybody would be any wiser and be able to be like, that's an outlet piece or that's a retail piece, just because I don't think people have that much time on their hands. And the last thing that I want to mention is the price point, obviously. So it depends on your budget, depends on what you're willing to spend on pieces. But this hoodie, for example, was 200 Canadian dollars, and that's with taxes at the outlet location. And this crew neck was about 350 Canadian dollars with taxes and everything. So it really does depend. Again, the retail pieces are going to be more expensive in comparison to the outlet pieces. However, what I do notice is if there is a retail piece, there is going to be a similar outlet piece. And I've mentioned it in my unboxing video of these pants. So this is probably a perfect example. So these retail for about 225 Canadian dollars at the retail location. And there is an exact similar one. It's not exact. There's a similar one on the outlet location for 150 Canadian dollars. And as I mentioned, it's like the subtle differences. So for example, the button on the back would be a different material. The patching would be that C patching, and then the tassels at the end are not going to be leather, they're going to be plastic. So there's subtle differences between the Coach outlet and Coach retail in comparison to ready-to-wears. Again, I don't have any bags from either Coach retail or Coach outlet. I'm sure there is significant differences for those bags as well. But in all honesty, if you wanted to purchase ready-to-wears from Coach, I don't necessarily think there's a huge difference between buying from retail versus buying from the outlet. Also, fun fact, if you do wait, the retail location actually does send some things to the outlet location. So for example, I also do have a pair of slippers that I use as house slippers. These were from the Coach retail location, and they were about 150 Canadian dollars. And then after about a couple seasons, they were actually at the outlet location and they were selling for 50 Canadian dollars. So it really does depend. If you want to wait, you're able to get retail ready-to-wears or items at a significantly different price point. So realistically, again, it does depend on what kind of pieces you want to add to your collection. In my opinion, the quality for both the outlet and retail location are almost the same. I would not be any wiser to be able to tell whether or not that is an outlet piece versus a retail piece if somebody were to be wearing it on the streets. So I hope you enjoyed this super quick video. I just wanted to put a video up really quickly just because I wasn't able to film yesterday. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick video on the comparison between Coach outlet and Coach retail. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. It was super quick. I just wanted to share the difference between the Coach outlet and Coach retail, just because when I mentioned it in one of my videos, a lot of people were kind of shocked to see that there was even a difference. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.